It's the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, and Netflix released a 3-part docuseries called Katrina, Come Hell and High Water. A few days ago, I saw a post and I made a post about essentially Black Americans leaving the United States. I have avoided using my platform to talk about these things because it is my real life, and talking about them, it stirs the things up, even though I know that I live with them. In 2019, I wrote and co-created a play called From Color to Black. It's on YouTube. It is the stories of North Central Florida. It takes the stories of real people, real Black people who lived in Florida, and the racial inequities that they experience. After I finished writing that play and producing that play, I was so deeply entrenched in my loathing of this country and the people who run the country and the people who benefit from the privilege of the people who run this country, that I was shunned by my own community. I was called a Black Panther. I was too militant, even though I was just talking the truth. But after watching that docuseries, I realized that even though I'm an actor, even though I love talking about relationship shit, I can't avoid this. If you haven't seen the docuseries, pause, come back to this video. But if you have, let's talk about it. The other day I was talking about Black folks leaving America and the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and what has continued to happen in New Orleans, Louisiana since then. If we could just take that one city and just use that as an example, they don't want us here. They want our experience here to always be tragic. If we can start a new life somewhere else, why wouldn't we take that opportunity? This is an ever uphill climb. It's not getting any better. And I'm sorry, it's just really upsetting. Let me gather my thoughts for a moment. The way that this place is set up and the way that the privileged see Black people, they see Black folks as an opportunity. They take advantage of us, and Black folks with our forgiving asses always get set up. Those people, those Black people in New Orleans lived through one of the worst natural disasters, one of the most disgusting. They had the worst treatment in the aftermath of the worst natural disaster in United States history. They were treated like criminals after they had experienced loss of everything and many of the people that they love after the worst natural disaster in the United States. There were white people blatantly killing Black people and laughing about it. During a natural disaster, when people lost everything and were just trying to survive. This is the America we live in. Just because that's the way it was shown there, that's the way they feel about us all over. Though these people were suffering and experienced terrible loss, they weren't treated humanely. Not even like they were humans. And they had lost everything. That's never going to change. And the reason why I brought up the play is because some of the things that they experienced there in New Orleans directly, it's exactly what happened to some of the people that I wrote about in the play. In Rosewood, there was a family that I wrote about who were being harassed and their house got burnt down. They were unable to rebuild their home on the land that they owned. And these folks in Louisiana were priced out, just cheated out of an opportunity to live in the home that they've always known in many cases. That's the America we live in. And in the words of the great Luda, and clearly in his actions, as you guys have educated me that he's left the country as well, it's time for us to roll out